All right, good morning, everyone. We'll get started. We'd like to welcome four-time Truist Championship winner Rory McIlroy to the interview room. Rory, obviously a special place for you, Quail Hollow, getting to come back to. What's it like over the years, getting to come back to this place that's been so good to you during your career?
Yeah, I really feel like this tournament got my career going, especially on the PGA Tour. Getting my first win on tour in 2010, and then it's been a pretty fruitful place since then as well, with three other wins, and I've gotten to know so many people here really well. The Harrises, all the staff in the club. I really think the community of Charlotte come out to support this event really, really well. So. This is, 16 years I've been coming here, so it's been a fun place. I've had success, and it's somewhere I always love coming back to.
All right, it's been 3 weeks since successfully defending your title at the Masters tournament. What have those last 3 weeks been like? What have you been up to, and how's the mindset coming into this week?
It's
Getting to play 9 holes this morning in the Pro-Am. What's the overall condition of the course looking like this year, especially since last time you were here playing in the PGA and now being back for this?
Yeah, slightly different setup than the PGA last year, and slightly different conditions. It's been very dry here by all accounts, so the greens are very firm, and the rough is down a little bit, sort of probably more in keeping with what the golf course was like in 2024. When the tournament was last year. So course is great. The greens visually don't look amazing, but they roll really well and they're very firm. And I think we're expecting a little bit of rain tonight and into tomorrow, which will probably help a little bit as well.
Awesome. All right, with that, we'll take questions. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll start right here with Ron. We can get a microphone over to him. Thank you.
Hey, Rory. Before we get to your star turn in Devil Wears Prada, a year ago after Augusta, you talked about coping or adjusting to what you've done and coming back from that. How does it feel different? I know you're just getting back into the competitive part, but does it already feel different now than maybe what you felt last year?
Good, Ron. If you need, yeah.
Yeah, I think the way I won. I think, again, the range session on Saturday night was a big turning point for me, to be able to go there with Harry, figure out a couple of things, and figure it out in a way that I didn't have a TrackMan, I didn't have a video, I was like, no, I just want to hit a few, get a feel. I carried that feel into Sunday, and I honestly, like reflecting on it, I made the double on 4. But then from the 5th tee until I would say the second shot on 17, I didn't miss a shot. I swung it good. I hit the shots I wanted to hit, and I was really proud of that, because Saturday was a struggle. So to be able to bounce back and turn it around and then feel and play the way I did on Sunday I was really proud of that.
Okay, good, Jeff.
Rory, 18th hole here, very good finishing hole. You've played it a lot. Just wondering how you attack that hole and what your prep is before you get into that hole.
Yeah, so it depends on the wind. Primarily, it usually plays downwind if it's the prevailing wind. So I have over the last few years taken less than driver, because if I hit driver, it starts to pinch in where I would hit the driver. So usually hit a 3-wood into the wider part of the fairway. But it's a hard tee shot, because it forces you to hit something right to left. There's overhanging trees on the left, and I would say for me, I'd say when I have trouble on the left, I'm most comfortable hitting it up the side of the trouble and moving it away from it. But the 18th hole here doesn't really allow you to do that too much, so it can be a pretty uncomfortable tee shot at times. And then if you do get your tee shot away, you're just really trying to hit it into that middle of the green. And, if you can hole a 30-footer for birdie, great. And if not, 4 is always a good score.
Has there ever been a time on that hole where you have felt uncomfortable that really sticks out?
Yeah, I'd say 2021 when I won here. You know, I think I just needed a 5 to win. But again, you're on that tee box. You know, if you hit it in the water, then 5's you're going to struggle to make 5. So, but yeah, as the tournament goes on and you're there Saturday evening or Sunday evening, you start to think about it a little bit more.
Right here, Jonathan.
Hey, Rory. I noticed that you had a new 3-wood in the bag this week. I've talked to you in the past about fairways, and I know you've mentioned them being very personal just because of the different shots you're hitting with it. Curious about the new one and maybe what made you pull the trigger.
Yeah, so I had been using the 40 3-wood at the start of the season, and I noticed it just had a little bit of a left bias in it. So I went back to an old QI10 for a while. But it really wasn't spinning enough. Like it's more like a mini driver than a 3-wood. It sort of spins like 2,700. It's pretty fast. It could be a good club for like Memorial, for example. But I felt like I needed a 3-wood that just spun a little bit more. So the TaylorMade guys were down working with me last week because I needed to get into a new set of irons too. So like I've got just a fresh set of irons. So they brought a couple of 3-wood options along, and I landed on this one. It doesn't have that left bias I was seeing with the old 40 3-wood, and it's got a nice consistent spin rate, sort of like 3,200, which is what I like to see.
All right, guys, a couple more here. Run over here.
Rory, getting to see your family on the green at 18, getting a second green jacket, it's cool seeing Poppy grow up. What is that like, dad life-wise? Is she impressed at all, or what is that like being able to actually her to appreciate these experiences you're having?
Yeah, it is. It's obviously it's incredible to have them be there and be a part of all this. And yeah, I think for Poppy, it sort of seems normal for her now to just go into Butler Cabin at the end of the day and have a grilled cheese and talk with the chairman and like it's. Yeah, but it was amazing to have everyone there. And no, she's still like when I'm, we were flying back on the Monday afterwards, and she always has a tennis lesson on Monday afternoon. And I thought, okay, maybe today we can, bin the tennis lesson. And she was like, no, I want to play tennis. I'm like, sure, let's go, let's do it. So as soon as we get home, she's the one that rules the roost. But it was awesome, and it was so nice to have that time with everyone afterwards as well, and really enjoy it.
All right, we can do another one over here.
Rory, generally we're hearing you serenaded for your birthday, so happy belated birthday, because it was a couple days ago. But
thank you.
This is a place that obviously is near and dear to your heart. You talked about the uncomfortable nature of the tee shot at 18. Are there other shots on this golf course where you have found yourself, 1 through 17, where you have to really knuckle down to make sure you make a good swing to put it where you want it?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of holes. There's a lot of tee shots, like tee shot on 3, tee shot on 7. Even like, tee shot on 12, trying to hit that little cut down the hill. Like 14, 17. I mean, yeah, there's a reason that, this is one of the toughest golf courses on tour. It's a demanding golf course, and the thing that I've always liked about this place, that it's like a pure execution test. If you can step up and you can execute and you can hit the shots, I feel like this course will always reward you for that. There's no, some courses with slopes and hills, and you can get away with hitting bad shots here. I don't think you can get away with hitting bad shots here.
And if I could follow up, you've won 4 times here. Is there one thing about any of the 4 wins that you think, man, I wish I could have done that better? It seems like you're always striving for perfection, but it's so elusive, obviously. But is there one thing man, I wish I could do this better or do that better, and it'd be even more enjoyable? In
15, I held a putt on 16 to go, I think it was 11 under for the day. And like I felt like I had a really good chance to shoot 59, and then I stepped up in 17 and didn't hit a very good shot. I like sort of always rue that. Just sort of felt like it halted the momentum a little bit. But you know, you don't get many chances to do that, and I feel like I didn't lean into it enough. But no, I mean, a win's a win, and you know, I've had some of my best days in my career have been on this golf course.
All right, we're taking our last question right here in the front.
Thank you. Rory, good morning. First of all, I want to agree with my friend over here. You did a great job in the second Devil Wears Prada movie. We hope to see more of you there on the silver screen. But while you're on the green here, coming back to Charlotte, what is that experience like for you? You mentioned it earlier, getting back to a place where you've been before. But what does that welcome feel like when you see these fans, when they come out, they see you, and you know that you're elevating the Queen City and that we're excited that you're here?
Yeah, it feels, like I feel like I've gotten more out of this golf tournament than I've given back to it in a way, because we do get incredible support every time we come here. And it's not just me. I think every player in this field would feel the same way. The atmosphere of this tournament is what makes it stand apart from some of the others on tour. And it's amazing how the community rallies behind this event. And it is nice to come back to the same place for so many years, and you see familiar faces, and so as I said, it's always nice coming back here.
All right, Rory, thank you for the time. Best of luck this week.
Thank you.